Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 with Newcastle United back in the Premier League. We have now played 8 games of our return season in the Premier League and it's gone okay, I think. It's not gone well, if I'm perfectly honest. We've won a couple of games. We have lost some pretty spectacularly as well. Obviously, the last episode was the 4-0 victory against Everton. We have played 3 Carabao Cup games, winning all of them, but they have been fairly easy games. We'll go back to them in a second. We'll have a look at the league games, though. So, Preston, we should have won. We lost 2-1. Isaac Hayden with the solitary goal for us. Manchester United, we should have got a point from this. And then a 94th minute winner from Lucas Paqueta basically made me lose my S. And Martin Dubravka got an 8.1 in that match. That is how well he played. Against Swansea, it was a 1-1 draw here. They scored an 83rd minute equaliser. They also had a player sent off after just 31 minutes. Another match we should have actually won. Against Fulham, we did manage to win this one. Johnny Panzo, an own goal from Jabfet Tanganga, maybe, and Sean Longstaff with the goals for us in the first 16 minutes. Jake Clark-Salter and Dominic Solanke for Fulham, but it's a good 3 points against the team that actually came up with us. Then against Liverpool, so we started off with the 4-2-4 formation and we conceded goals fairly quickly. We were 3-0 down after 22 minutes. In fact, we were 2-0 down after 7 minutes and then I changed it up. And I changed it up to the 3-5-2 or whatever it is, the 5-3-2 tiki-taka whatever we play, and I also subbed Batista Meyer instantly, 7 minutes on the pitch, that's all he was on there for. We scored a couple of goals, but obviously still let in a few more, lost 6-2. In the Carabao Cup, however, we've done pretty well. We have drawn easy teams. First up, a 4-2 victory against Mansfield. Matthew Mori scoring, Amin Gouari also getting himself a hat-trick. Against Oxford, a 2-0 victory here. Nicholas Monasterio with both the goals. And then against Shrewsbury, another 2-0 victory. Michael Obafemi and Amin Gouari once again. So today, we're up against Bournemouth. We are currently 14th place in the Premier League. Bournemouth find themselves, where are Bournemouth? 9th. So we are just 2 points above the relegation zone. We are 7 points behind 7th place. We need to get another victory because there's a lot of teams at the moment that is going to be potentially in this relegation fight, and I'd rather not be one of them. Now, I would say this is a match we can win. Bournemouth are not the best of sides. They are a side that apparently we've played 3 times before, although obviously most of these were probably in the Premier League in the first season. We haven't ever beaten them, but I think we can do it. I've got some faith in our team. We are reverting back to the 5-2-1-2 wing-back custom vertical tiki-taka formation that has done okay so far this season. I found that we are just inconsistent. Sometimes we will play amazing playing the 4-2-4, sometimes we'll play awful with the 4-2-4, sometimes we'll be amazing with the 5-2-1-2, sometimes we'll be awful. So, we're going to give it a go. Hopefully against Bournemouth, the 5-2-1-2 sticks and wins us a game. In goal is going to be Dubravka, Suter, Tosin and Panzo as the back 3. Mori and Marlon Charles will be the 2 wing-backs today. Babarahman is currently out with a slight injury. Sean Longstaff and Isaac Hayden will be the 2 central midfielders with Abdul Rahman, Amin Gouari and Nicholas Monasterio as the strikers. Right, Bournemouth are playing a 4-3-3, maybe. Is that what that is? Is a 4-3-3? So I don't know whether this is going to work or not. I'm expecting our 2 fullbacks are going to be nullified by their 2 wingers and vice versa. So maybe, I don't even know. What am I talking about? I know nothing about tactics. I'll shut up now. So every match so far this season, I've been playing with extended highlights. And it means normally the videos are slightly longer, about 14-15 minutes long. I don't know whether I want to be changing this back down to key highlights again, because it means the videos are going to be 8-9 minutes. If nothing happens, we'll get really short episodes, like 7 minutes long. We are 1.5 minutes in, and we have a highlights for Bournemouth. Lerma to Callum Wilson, gets round his man easily. Tosin with a great tackle though, and plays it all the way back to the Slovakian Dubravka, who really needed to kick that a little bit sooner. Panzo, forward to Charles. Where's he going to go? In the middle, Longstaff, Hayden, Abdul Rahman, we're passing it around, having a lovely time. Marlon Charles is not going to get there in front of Pedro Porro. Rodriguez, Fraser once again on that right-hand side. Ball through the middle. Tries to find Wilson. Panzo can play it back to the Slovakian Dubravka, who this time just smashes it upfield. Guari heads forward. No one is chasing it down though. Vigna back to Ramsdale. Guari's closing down. Ramsdale clears over the halfway line. And Victor Fisher now for Bournemouth gets around John Souttar. He's into the area. He goes for goal. Hits the side netting. It is 0-0. Throw for Bournemouth. Vigna takes it. Jefferson Lerma. Lewis Cook controls. Lerma gets it back. He's gone for a curling effort. Dubravka can hold on to the shot. And that will end the highlight. Ramsdale with a goal kick. So far, we've not had a single shot, so I don't know how he's managed to get a goal kick. Pedro Porro, who I think was actually our player, wasn't he? I think we sold him to Bournemouth. Rodriguez, inside his own half. Ryan Fraser, wee man, runs over the halfway line, gets tackled though by Charles. Abdulrahman's through ball, finds Nicolas Monasterio. Is the Argentine going to do it? He doesn't manage to do it. Ramsdale with a good save. Throw for Vigna to Rodriguez. Bournemouth having a lot of the ball, only 15 minutes in. Jefferson Lerma, Lewis Cook, who I'm surprised is still at Bournemouth after 3 years. Pedro Porro keeps it in play. Charles, for some reason, doesn't manage to win the ball. Cross comes in. Vigna to Lerma. Back to Vigna. Goes for goal. And he blazes it over the bar. I don't think this formation's working against Bournemouth. Fisher into the area. Goes for goal. It's another save. It's not a save. It's a side netting again. Dubravka is going to take the goal kick. This is what I mean about the extended highlights. I'm thinking we're going to go back to key highlights because we are 18 minutes in and I've been recording for about 10 minutes of the actual video. Monasterio goes one-on-one with the keeper. Ramsdale makes the save. Monasterio really should have scored that. I'm going to give him a get creative. See if it inspires some people. It does, apart from Sean Longstaff. Well, after an exciting 20 minutes at the start, we've had nothing until the 37th minute. Mepham with the ball to Jefferson Lerma, who's picked up a yellow card. Lewis Cook. Southampton and Norwich is an exciting match. It's 2-2. Callum Wilson's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Dubravka can save it, concedes a corner. 7 or 8 minutes to play of the first half, plus injury time. Fraser steps up towards the front post. Panzo gets it clear. Abdulrahman keeps the ball alive for Bournemouth. Bednarek to Fraser once again. Doesn't manage to get his cross away. In fact, I think he was offside. Vigna's throw in front of the Bournemouth dugout. Wilson runs forward with the ball. Gets tackled by Souttar. That is a dodgy tackle, Jonathan. You're on a yellow card. Charles back to Dubravka. calmly passes it on the floor to John Souttar. Souttar smashes it upfield. It's a head back to Ramsdale in the Bournemouth goal. Vigna on the left, who is apparently dictating the game from left back, which is a bit of a concern. Jefferson Lerma, Victor Fisher. He's got the left back making a run. Lerma does use Vigna on that left. He's going to get round his man, stops instead, tries to cross it in. Fraser down to Cook. Pedro Porro into the area, crosses it in. Fisher's at the back. Dubravka holds on to Victor Fisher's head. Not his literal head, his header. Half time then, and we are getting dominated by Bournemouth, aren't we? I'm thinking we might need to change things. Frankie McAvoy says they were amazing. I'm far from pleased. It's literally the opposite of what Frankie said. I'm going to go and change. We're changing back to this, which means I do need to do a little bit of rejigging to make sure we've got the right players in the right positions. We don't even need to do any subs, look. So, Panzo's moved over to left back. Tosin has moved into the central defender spot on that left-hand side. Charles, I keep calling him Ray Charles when I'm off camera. It's Marlon Charles is going to be the left winger. Abdulrahman's moved over to be the right winger. I'm going to need to sub a central defender, but I don't have one on the bench. So, it's going to be a... Oh, hold on. No, what we do. Got a plan. Right, Souttar has come off for Anthony Robinson. Panzo and Tosin are going to be the two central defenders. I don't know why I brought Souttar off, because arguably he was our better centre-back. Abdulrahman with a free kick. 54 minutes on the clock. Bournemouth are going to clear their lines. Callum Wilson with loads and loads of space to run into. He's just going to keep going. Plays it across Victor Fisher. Hit the side netting again, please. He's gone just wide of the post, but it was actually saved from Dubravka. It's going to be a Bournemouth corner from the counter-attack. It's going to be Fraser to take the corner from the left-hand side. Towards the front post, it's Bednarek. Lewis Cook with the ball. Fraser again crosses in. Tosin gets it clear. Wilson, though, still with the ball for the Cherries. Down the right to Chris Mepham, the Wales international. He plays it inside. Rodriguez to Cook. Rodriguez once again. We need to nick the ball away, and we need to do it quick because there is a potential counter-attack on if we can get away with it. Lerma finds Fraser. He's only got 2 options in the box. Crosses in. Wilson's there. Can't get it. Fisher. Now Fraser once again crosses in again. Tosin heads clear. Charles needs to get the ball forward. Tosin cleans up for Charles. Charles is coming off. We're going to do Batista Maya. Batista Maio is starting to become a left winger again. I'm going to demand more. The strikers are doing absolutely nothing, aren't they? I don't know whether it's the strikers' fault they're doing nothing, because I imagine they're just not getting the ball. We're not getting any highlights either. Right, final substitution then. Obafemi for Guari. Obafemi did score in the last match, so hopefully that might be something of use. I mean, it's a point. If it stays this way, it's a point. It's not the most exciting game of football, but it's a point nonetheless, and we'll stay in 14th place. We've got a highlight. 7 minutes left. Bednarek to Rodriguez. Lewis Cook. Long ball to the left-hand side for Fisher. Doesn't manage to get across in. Matthias Vigna into the area. Goes for goal. Dubravka holds on to the ball. Second half has been fairly non-eventful, which is, is that a good thing? This is, like I said earlier, this is a match we could win. Panzo with a free kick. We've got 4 minutes and 40 seconds to play if you include the injury time. Bournemouth have nicked the ball away from a terrible misplaced pass. Wilson, Johnny Panzo with a great tackle. Forward to Monasterio. Michael Obafemi's not going to get that because Monasterio wasn't actually looking where he was passing it. Fisher on the floor to Daka. It is Patson. Daka's effort, but it is wide of the far post. Dubravka with a goal kick into injury time. 3 minutes of injury time left to play. What was that pass? What was that pass? It's Sarabia. Forward to Fisher in the area. He's going to go for goal. Dubravka once again with the save. Martin Dubravka is saving us this point. Batista Maio with the free kick. Ramsdale claims it. We've got 1 minute and 35 seconds on the clock to play. Ramsdale's long kick, low kick as well, is intercepted by Matsumori. Runs down that right-hand side. Not seen him all game. We've managed to win ourselves a corner. Corner to be taken by Abdul Rahman. This is our chance. If we can nick a goal here, I am shutting up shop and we are taking the victory. Tosin goes for goal. Ramsdale easily holds on to it. It is going to be a 0-0 draw against Bournemouth, which on paper isn't the best. This is definitely a winnable game, but realistically, please do not be scoring from this. Dubravka, just get it off. Just kick it off the pitch. Oh my word, that was worrying. A point away from home against Bournemouth is okay, I guess. It's a long trip for a 0-0 draw, but it's okay. Fisher with the ball. Hayden manages to get it slightly clear further. We've got Longstaff. Can we do a final break? We have got way more... Referee! How can you blow the whistle there? Oh, that was the goal. We were definitely 100% going to score then. It's a 0-0 draw. It wasn't the most convincing match. Dubravka, once again, like he was against Manchester United, basically keeping us in this game. Without Dubravka, we'd probably be relegated by now. And I know that's not even mathematically possible, but he's been that good for us so far this season. Tell the boys they were excellent. It was a 0-0 draw and the strikers did nothing. How was that excellent? I'm far from pleased. And then I'm going to shout angrily at the strikers because I'm not happy. Well, we do stay in 14th place, but the problem is every single team around us, bar West Ham and Norwich, are still to play. So we are going to go forward until, well, I guess probably the evening after the Leicester-Preston game, because Preston can jump up a little bit, maybe. I don't know. Right, the final matches of the week have now been played. Leicester beating Preston. We've dropped down 1 place because Spurs beat whoever they were playing. Not sure who they were playing. We are still 3 points clear of the relegation zone. The next match we actually have to play is 17th place West Ham. So what I'm thinking is we are going to have that match as the next episode. So we're actually not going to go very far at all. It might even be later on today, but I'm not committing to that. That is going to do it then for this episode. A 0-0 draw against Bournemouth away from home is... I'm trying to convince myself that it's better. It's okay, right? A 0-0 draw is fine. It's the type of match that we realistically should have been winning, but it's away from home, so we'll take it. Thank you very much for watching this episode. If you did enjoy, do remember to leave a like. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I'll be back next time for the 6-pointer up against West Ham. Oh, we then got Norwich as well. Oh my word, this is 2 very big fixtures. I will see you in the next episode.